Hi folks, welcome back. I'm just going to do a little small project here, just like the mouse. I'm going to do a little projects in between everything. And what I have here is a little black cat, and it's very, very small. It's about 3/4 of an inch wide and about 1.5 inches long. You can tell how big it is by seeing the size of a pencil here. And what we're going to do is you want to cut it out just like what I did here, and you're going to put a center line all the way down and around. I've got to do the back end here yet. And remember how we measure. I hadn't cut this from 1 inch stock. I wanted it a little bit thinner, so I measure how I usually measure things with my pencil is leaning my finger against the project or the piece of wood, and then letting that be my guide, you know, however thick I want this cat to be. See how we're a little bit off? So what I need to do is trim some more off here, just because I should have taken it through a bandsaw. I kind of forgot to do that, so I thought, well, I'll do it by hand. It's just as well. Since Halloween's coming up, and I don't usually celebrate Halloween, but I have a black cat at the farm, and I thought it'd be cute to do a little black cat. You know how they arch their backs like that every so often. And it's going to be very primitive. It's not going to be anything in great detail. So anybody can do it. So the first thing we want to do is we want to start with the head. We're going to start trimming that down. Okay, and see how careful you have to be with the ears, because the grain is running this way. Okay, so you want to be really careful. So you want to take the same amount off from either side. Okay, so that's about right. And then we're going to do the same thing here. And if you're worried about pulling the ears off, you can always go the opposite way against it, so you don't tear that ear off too far. Okay, we're just going to scoop that out. I might have to go to a little different knife, a little more of a... The thinner the blade, sometimes you can make those curves a little bit better, you know. So we're just going to go up here and just take some of this out on either side. I hope you enjoyed the pumpkin bottle maker, bottle stopper. That was fun to do. I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to try to match that up on the other side. And this is a little wide yet, which is okay, but we've got a little bit of carving to do on this. Okay, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to start separating the legs. So it's just a matter of doing a V-cut. You don't want to make it too wide, okay? And we want to go up to about, I would say, just, you know, up to here, basically. Wherever this stops over here, so where the bottom of his tummy is there, we want to just go around and stop it right there. So we're just going to work this way up. And we're just going to paint it black. So it's just going to be just a little project. Something fun. Not a whole lot of detail to it, so you can make this maybe in one sitting after you know how to, you know, what to cut up and how to do it. The mouse was an easy project too, and now I'm just going to leave that like that, and we're going to go to the front section. We're going to do the same thing. And you're just going to slice it back and forth. You don't want to go too wide at first. I haven't made one of these before, so I really don't know how it's going to turn out until we're actually done with it. But I've learned you don't want to hack out too much in the center, just in case he's a little too fat. You can go back and trim it out. You know, I haven't been online a whole lot. I've been very busy with my other job and taking a couple of day trips here and there. So it's been crazy. We have a lot of family in Canada that come down in October, and we had snow here in Pennsylvania just yesterday, not near us, about 3 hours north of here. So that's unusual for this time of year. But it is October. Not anything can happen in October or early spring. Nothing surprises me anymore, really. Okay, so that's how we have that. We're going to keep digging out around behind his ears here. Okay, we're just going to dig this out. And I'm going to just kind of make a little curvature. Dig it in like so. Okay. And underneath his neck a little bit. And you're going to have to use the point of the knife. Just make sure it's very, very sharp. I know you're going to be scraping some of this out because of how small it is. You can make a bigger version of this. I'll try to make this little pattern available for you. And I'm going to have this one, the mouse, and I'm going to put a little ornament along with it for you. So if you buy it for $1.50, you get more than just the one little project here. So I'll have something together for you by the time I have this up on YouTube. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, we're going to go over to the other side. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go from the base here where it turns. We're just going to go behind the ears and we're just going to start digging out. Okay, just like so. And right underneath it. See, this is kind of curvatured anyway, okay? So that's kind of what we're following here. So we're just going to dig this out. This might be 3 or 4 clips. I don't know how long this is going to really take us. Like I said, I haven't done one of these before, and I'm kind of going along here, carving it and showing you what I'm doing. Alright folks, so we'll be back with another clip in just a few seconds. Okay, so that's what he should look like by now. Okay, we're going to try to round up his neck, and he's way too thick, so we're going to have to trim him down. So what I'm going to do offline, I'm going to trim off a little bit on either side to thin him up a little bit. Okay, bye-bye.